Hello everyone, it's Train Studios here. And no, you did not read that title wrongly. Oliver's Adventure 2 is officially in production. It has been in production for a while now. The script is almost finished, but in this announcement video I'm just going to be giving you some info when you can expect it to be released and everything else, like the plot, everything. So, I first want to start off by saying, why is it being announced now? Shouldn't you wait till at least like September or something? Or next year? I mean, it hasn't even been released for a month. And you'd be right. But the thing is that I want this to come out by the end of the year. And there is a reason why. When I first announced Oliver's Adventure, it was supposed to come out by the end of 2022. But due to stuff, I couldn't get it out by 2022, and it came out at, June 2023. So I'm going to make up for that by having this released by Christmas this year. Hopefully, I will be able to get it out by Christmas, and once it has come out by Christmas, it will just go back to, a film every year. There may be 2 films in a year down the line, but who knows. So, first I'm going to talk about what the film is going to be about. The film is obviously going to center around the original cast from the first film, Oliver, Toad, Scruffy, Old Slowcoach, all the main ones. And it all starts off with, so summer has started, and Train has gone on vacation. I might rename him and use my actual name, but who knows what will happen, who knows. And so what happens is that Scruffy is going to pick up some meat for, the barbecue they're having they're having a barbecue. Also, I will mention, this does take place a year after the original. But anyway, back to what I was saying. And so when Scruffy goes to get the meat for the barbecue, he finds his old friend, Billy Bonanza. Billy Bonanza will be an original character. I feel like I've heard the name Bonanza from somewhere, but honestly, I can't remember. But yeah, he won't actually look like this in the final film. There'll probably be a sign on the side that says Billy Bonanza. He won't just be a normal truck because this film will have OCs in it. So what happens is that turns out that Scruffy used to know Billy Bonanza in the factory days, and they were sort of some teens going around stealing some stuff and everything. They'd get put back on shelves, they'd run away. One day Scruffy did get got put on the shelves, got given to a kid, then given to charity, got put on eBay, and then arrived at Train's house. So, yeah. And Billy Bonanza has been framed for a crime he didn't commit. And what's even worse is that Billy Bonanza's brother, Bob Bonanza, has been kidnapped. Luckily, Billy Bonanza was told a way to find him, which way he'd be going, which way he'd have to go. And so what happens is that Scruffy convinces everyone to go and search for Billy Bonanza's brother. So yeah, that's what happens. And so they decide to go to Brighton, but just after they leave, guess what happens? Boss Boy shows up. Dun dun dun. Yeah, so Boss Boy shows up and basically takes over the house and imprisons all the engines there. And Boss Boy finds out that Oliver's just left, and Boss Boy wants revenge on Oliver. So he decides to head off to Brighton and leaves 2 new characters, Joker and Lex Luthor. They'll be the mini versions, the Thomas Mini ones, to be in charge. But what ends up happening is that Joker and Lex also decide to run off to Brighton to catch after them. And so what happens is that Oliver and the gang will be searching for Bob Bonanza in Brighton. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time. They'll meet some new friends, go on some adventures. We may learn a bit about some characters' past. Ooh, That's going to be exciting. So what other stuff would I like to bring out? So, as I said, this film will take place 1 year after the original came out, and will be in the same timeline as Trackmaster Tales and Oliver's Adventure. T.S. Shorts is a whole nother thing. Like, it's set on Sodor, and Oliver's Adventure, the original, takes place in 2022. So this film takes place in 2023. So that's a fun. And so, what other stuff do I want to talk about? So, yes, this will be set in the timeline, and also other people's timelines, since I sort of, like, share a timeline, an extended timeline, sort of like the MCU, with some other people in the Thomas community. Links will be down below to the channels, the timeline, and everything else. And if you saw my community post, I did collab with a Little Western 9 to make a Toy-Con episode, and that's part of the timeline, so it's canon to the Oliver's Adventure timeline, or the Toy timeline as the place is called, links down below. So, yeah, there may be a possibility that there may be a casting call, but I doubt it, since mostly the original cast will be returning, and there will be some new additions, like Old Slow Coach won't be voiced by me, it will be voiced by one of my friends, and then Caroline, it will probably be voiced by me, but maybe voiced by someone else. And then also Rose will be voiced by someone else other than me. So yeah, so I won't be voicing half the main cast. I think there may be a different voice for Billy Bonanza, but who knows what will happen? Who knows? So yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Have a nice day.